Yeah, hello and what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Minecraft Pixar tour build on our Charizard versus Blastoise. As you know, in the last part, which was part 13, we completed all of Blastoise right here, and we filled in all the colouring in and marking out for Blastoise. And in today's part 14, we're going to be moving on to the colouring in for Charizard. Now, I don't think everything will be done for Charizard today, as Charizard is quite a bit taller, maybe not as wide. Then again, he does look a bit chunky in the stomach, as Charizard is quite a fat Pokemon, to be honest with you. But again, you'll know if this is the final part or not, because it will say in the thumbnail and title if it is the final part, and if it isn't. Now, with that note being said, let's move on to today's blocks. So, for today's blocks, we're going to be using snow, orange terracotta, orange wool, endstone bricks, yellow concrete powder, cyan concrete, cyan terracotta, and light blue terracotta. Now there'll be a list on the screen so you can pause the video and grab all of those blocks at any time. And once you have grabbed all of those blocks, for today's area that we're going to be starting off with, we're going to be flying all the way down to the bottom left hand corner of Charizard's foot, sticking out to the left. So this foot all the way at the back right here, as you can see. And we're going to be flying to the two claws sticking out right here. So we've got this one right there and that one there. And once you have taken out your snow is literally just going to go all inside these two claws. So we just place a bit in the bottom one right here. And then a bit underneath this one as well right here as well. And there you go. So as you can see, all snow is going to go inside there and also all inside there. Then moving over to the right in Charizard's foot right here, we're going to take out our orange terracotta. So the reason why this is probably going to take a lot longer than Blastoise, henceforth why it's probably going to be in two parts. In a lot of these areas, or most of the areas, we have triple shading to do. So just like kind of the one foot right there, you've got the light blue concrete, the light blue terracotta, and the light blue concrete powder. That's pretty much going to be the same here, but obviously with different colours. Which is going to be our orange terracotta, our orange wool, and our endstone bricks for most of those areas. But again, taking out our orange terracotta for the area that we're going to start off right inside here, we're going to be flying all the way over to our left to this three you can see from Charizard's claw right here, the bottom one, and this three going horizontally right here. We're going to be flying all the way to the end to the right of this three. So at this point right here, we're going to be going off, and we're going to place three orange terracotta going to the right from this point. So 1, 2, and 3, just like so. Once you've placed 3 going to the right, we're then going to do 4 upright diagonals. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, just like so. On this 4th upright diagonal, we're then going to fly up by 1, so to this black concrete right here. And we're then going to place 1 orange terracotta on top of here, just like so. Once you place that 1 on top, we're then going to place 1 going to the left. And there we go. Once you place that 1 to the left, we're then going to fly into the right by 1. So to this one right here. Once you've flown back to this orange terracotta, we're then going to place 2 going to the right. So 1 and 2. And there we go. Once you place this 2 to the right, we're then going to do an upright diagonal from here. Just like so. And then we're going to place 1 going to the right from here. And there we go. Once you place this 1 to the right, we're then going to do 2 upright diagonals. So 1 and 2, just like so. And then for the second upright diagonal, we're then going to place 1 going to the right. And there we go. Once you place this 1 to the right here, we're then going to do another 2 upright diagonals. So 1 and 2, just like so. And for the second upright diagonal, we're then going to place another 1 to the right. And there we go. Once you place this 1 to the right here, we're then going to do 6 upright diagonals this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And there we go. From the 6th upright diagonal, we're then going to place 5 going on top of here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just like so. Once you place 5 on top, we're then going to do an up left diagonal from here. Just like so. Then from this up left diagonal, we're going to place 1 on top. Just like so. And then we're going to do another up left diagonal. And there we go. From this up left diagonal, we're then going to place 3 on top. So 1, 2, and 3. just like so. And then once you place this 3 on top, we're then going to do another up left diagonal from here. And there we go. For this up left diagonal, we're then going to place 4 on top. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, just like so. And there you go. As you can see, that 4 you place on top right there should connect to that second up left diagonal of those 5 black concrete going up in the up left diagonal direction right there. Now, once you have done this, we're going to take our orange wool, and we're just going to mark orange wool on the left hand side of the orange terracotta on this upper side and on this bottom side right here. So mark it on the upper side first. And then there we go, done this side. So now we're going to move on to the bottom, so to this side right here. I'm just going to mark it on the left again. And there we go. So, for the explaining, so orange wool is going to go all on the left hand side right here, down at the bottom, and orange terracotta is going to go all to the right, and then moving up to the upper section right here, so the orange terracotta that we placed going up here, there is going to be another area for colouring in on this side, so not orange wool is going to go all to the left, but all orange terracotta is going to go to the right. So now taking our other block, which is actually, we're just going to continue with our orange wool, but we're going to mark out this time. And for the area that we're going to fly to mark out, we're going to fly all the way up to the top. And then once you have flown to the top with our orange wool, we're going to be flying to the right hand side. And we're going to be flying to this 2 that literally connects to basically the top point where this 3 is going horizontally. So flying to this 2 that's going up right here, we're going to fly all the way to the bottom of the 2 with our orange wool. And once you have flown here, we're going to place 2 orange wool going underneath from here. So 1 and 2, just like so. Now once you place this 2 underneath right here, we're then going to do 2 bottom left diagonals from here. So 1 and 2. And for the second bottom left diagonal, we're then going to place 1 underneath, just like so. Once you place this 1 underneath, we're then going to do another bottom left diagonal, just like so. Then we're going to place another 1 underneath, and there we go. Once you place this 1 underneath, we're then going to do another bottom left diagonal from here, just like so. And for this bottom left diagonal, we're going to place 2 underneath, so 1 and 2, and there we go. Once we place 2 underneath, we're then going to do another bottom left diagonal, just like so. And then we're going to place 3 underneath this time, so 1, 2, and 3, and there we go. Well, once you place 3 going underneath, we're then going to do another bottom left diagonal from here, just like so. And from this bottom left diagonal, we're going to place 1 underneath this time, and there we go. And then once you place this 1 underneath, we're then going to do 4 bottom left diagonals. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, just like so. On this 4th bottom left diagonal, we're then going to place 1 to the left, just like so. And then once you place this 1 to the left right here, we're then going to repeat this 2 here 3 more times, going in a bottom left diagonal direction. So do bottom left diagonal, place 1 to the left, that's 1, another bottom left diagonal, another 1 to the left, that's 2, another bottom left diagonal, another 1 to the left, and that's 3. And there you go. Now should be 4 of those 2s going in a bottom left diagonal direction there in total. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. As you can see, we've got 4 of them. So fly back towards the end one. And once you're flying back towards the end one, do another bottom left diagonal from here. And there we go. Once you're in that bottom left diagonal right there, we are done. Because as you can see, that should connect in a bottom left diagonal direction to this black concrete right here. And once you have done this, we're going to take out our end stone brick. And with our end stone bricks on the left hand side, we're just going to mark that out. Which this is the 3rd colour. That's going to be used for most of the other areas. And there we go. So as you can see, at the bottom right here, orange wool is going all on the left, orange terracotta is going all to the right, and then moving up to the upper area, as you can see, orange terracotta all to the right, orange wool is going to go in the middle, and our end stone bricks is going to go all to the left. So then, once you have done this, we're going to move over to the belly. So we're going to do the front part first, as for the right leg is, as you can see, it connects all the way to the top. So we're going to start with the belly first, as that's going to be a lot easier to do. So taking out our yellow concrete, and once you have taken out your yellow concrete, we're going to be flying all the way to the right hand side, kind of at the bottom. So not at the very bottom, we're going to fly all the way to the right, to this one big line that's going up right here, as you can see. So as you can see, this line right here, and we're just going to fly to the very bottom of the line. So to this one upright diagonal that connects to this 3 going horizontally, where at the very front of the 3 there's a line going up. And starting from this upright diagonal right here with our yellow concrete, we're going to place 5 yellow concrete going up from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, just like so. So as you can see, we should have 5 yellow concrete going up from that upright diagonal right there, as you can see. So once you have placed 5 yellow concrete going up there in total, we're then going to do an up left diagonal from here. And there we go. Should be looking like that right there. Once you've done this one up left diagonal, we're then going to do 9 bottom left diagonals from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And there you go. Once you've done 9 bottom left diagonals, we're then going to place 1 to the left, just like so. And then we're going to do 3 bottom left diagonals from here. So 1, 2, and 3. And there you go. On this third bottom left diagonal, we're then going to place 1 to the left, just like so. And then we're going to do another bottom left diagonal. And there we go. From this bottom left diagonal, we're then going to place another 1 to the left, just like so. And then we're going to do another bottom left diagonal. And then this time we're going to place 5 going to the left from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And there you go. Once you place 5 to the left, we're then going to do another bottom left diagonal from here. And there you go. As you can see, that bottom left diagonal right there, it is in line with the orange terracotta, just like so, if you fly going underneath. And if it is in line right here, that does mean we've done everything correctly so far. So once we have done this, we're going to take our yellow concrete powder, and we're just going to mark our yellow concrete powder on top of our yellow concrete, which is quite nice, as our yellow concrete is not being marked underneath. Well, I do say that, it actually is marked underneath on one of the areas, in this area, but obviously not here, as it is marked on top of this area. But luckily it is only a small area to where it does have the mark underneath, which will be at the very top when we mark that out. But once we have done this, we're going to take out our snow first, and we're going to mark out a bit of white in this area, as snow is literally probably the best colour for white. I don't know why, it just is by far the brightest and the easiest to use. And for the area that we're going to be going off with our snow, we're going to be flying all the way up to the top, to the left corner side. And as you can see, we've got this 2 right here, and then these 2 at right diagonals. We're going to be flying to those 2 at right diagonals, and we're going to be flying to the first of the 2 at right diagonals. So to this one right here, as you can see, we're going to be going underneath this one right here. And once you have flown to this one right here, with our snow, we're going to place 26 going underneath from this one upright diagonal from the 2 right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, then 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. And there you go. Once you've placed 26 going underneath right here, as you can see, we're then going to do a bottom right diagonal from here, just like so. On this bottom right diagonal, we're then going to place 3 underneath, so 1, 2, and 3. Then from this 3 you place underneath, we're then going to do another bottom right diagonal, just like so. Then we're going to place 2 underneath this time, so 1 and 2. Once you've done this, we're then going to do another bottom right diagonal, just like so. Then from this bottom right diagonal, we're then going to place 4 going underneath this time. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there you go. Once you place 4 underneath, we're then going to do another bottom right diagonal, just like so. Then we're going to place 2 underneath, so 1 and 2. Once you place this 2 underneath, we're then going to do 3 bottom right diagonals, so 1, 2, and 3. And from that third bottom right diagonal, we're going to place 1 underneath. And then from this one you place underneath, we're going to do another bottom right diagonal. And then from this bottom right diagonal, finally but not least, we're going to place 2 going underneath, so 1 and 2. As you can see, that 2 you place underneath right there connects to that 1 bottom right diagonal from the 2. Now, just quickly before I explain this area, I just need to go and replace that black concrete I accidentally broke. So just grab my black concrete out again. And just fix this area right here. There we go. So then, back with the explaining. So once you have placed all this snow going right here, and it's connected to that first bottom right diagonal from that 2 right there, we're going to take out our yellow concrete powder, and we're just going to mark a yellow concrete powder on the right hand side of the snow. So once again, one of the easier areas for the yellow concrete powder. Just want to be careful to make sure it doesn't go to the ground, because as I said in the last video, it always happens once for me, all the time. And there we go. So it should be looking like that right there. So then to mark out our final area for our yellow concrete and yellow concrete powder, we're going to be flying to the very top of Charizard's front part of the body. So the very top of this big line right here. And we're going to take out our yellow concrete. And as you can see, we got these 3 bottom right diagonals right here. So we got 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to be flying to the very third of those bottom right diagonals. So flying to the third one right here, as you can see. With our yellow concrete, we're going to place 2 going to the left from here. So 1 and 2, just like so. Once you place this 2 to the left, we're going to do a bottom left diagonal, just like so. And from this bottom left diagonal, we're then going to place 2 going to the left. So 1 and 2. There we go. Once we place this 2 to the left, we're then going to do an up left diagonal, just like so. And from this up left diagonal, we're going to place 1 going to the left. And there we go. Once we've done this, we're going to do another up left diagonal from here. And then from this up left diagonal, we're going to place 1 to the left. And there we go. So then, once we've done this, as I said, there is one tricky area. And the yellow concrete powder is meant to go underneath this yellow concrete right here. But as you know, as it is powder, it's just going to fall to the ground, as you can see right there. So, as I said, what I recommend doing is filling in all the yellow concrete powder first. But as this is a small area for yellow concrete, we might as well just fill this in first. So I'm just going to fill in the top of that 3, and this line right here, and then the top line, and there you go. So as you can see, there is all the yellow concrete filled in there. So no more yellow concrete needs to be there. And what you want to do is probably fill in the yellow concrete powder first before you do anything in this area. But then again, as the yellow concrete is done, you don't even need to think about yellow concrete anymore. Well, apart from the bottom area here, which that is yellow concrete, but again, no yellow concrete is going up there anymore. If you haven't filled it in, then make sure to fill it in now, as it would be a bit smarter and easier to do now. Now then though, once you have done that area, we're going to move over to the next area, and we're going to be moving over to maybe, I guess, kind of the finalish part. I say finalish part, it's definitely not going to be the final part, but essentially we're going to be doing the right foot, starting from there, probably going all the way up to the top, and probably doing the whole of the face and the arms. And what we're going to probably do is we're going to leave one more part for the wings and the tail to be done in that one more part together. So moving on to the very bottom to the right foot, moving on to the 3 claws right here. Once again, pretty much the same as the other area. Well, not pretty much the same, it is exactly the same. We're just going to take out our snow, and this claw, and that claw is going to be filled all in with snow. So we're just going to fill a bit of bottom in each area. There we go, there's the first toe done right there. And the second toe. Just fill a bit in here as well. And there we go. Then moving on to the third toe, to this toe right here. And there we go. So there's everything marked out right there. So then once again, once we had done this, we're then going to move over to the right of the foot, moving into this area right here. And once again, we're going to take our orange terracotta. And this time we're going to fly all the way kind of over to the right. And as you can see, we've got this one big line going all the way across here, connecting up right down direction to this other area. And from this very big line right here, we're going to be flying all the way to the left of this line. So all the way to this point right here. And we're going to be going off this point right here, as you can see. So flying over to this point. So then, once you have flown all the way over to the left of this line right here, with our orange terracotta, we're then going to place 2 going up from here. So 1 and 2, just like so. Once you place 2 going up, we're then going to do 3 up left diagonals. So 1, 2, and 3, just like so. On this third up left diagonal, we're then going to place 1 to the left, just like so. Once you place this 1 to the left, we're then going to do another up left diagonal, just like so. And then we're going to place another 1 to the left, and there we go. Once you place this 1 to the left, we're going to do 2 up left diagonals. So 1 and 2, just like so. And then from the second up left diagonal right here, we're then going to place 17 going to the left from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17. As you can see, that 17 in place going along to the left right now is in line with the very end of this black concrete right here. And once you have done this, we're then going to do an up left diagonal from here. And to this up left diagonal, we're going to place 2 going to the left. So 1 and 2. And there we go. Once we've done this right here, we're then going to zoom out. So once we've done this area, as we can't really go up straight away at this time, we're just going to take our orange wool. And underneath and to the left of this orange terracotta, orange wool is going to go all underneath on the left hand side of here. So we're just going to mark this out quickly. And there we go. There's the orange wool marked out right there. So once we've marked out the orange wool right there, taking our orange terracotta, we're then going to fly up. So we're going to be kind of at the bottom, and we're going to be flying over to the left a bit. And we're going to be flying to this 2 that's going up right here. So as you can see, we've got this 2 going up right here. And we're going to be flying to that 2 right there. And we're going to be flying to the very top of the 2, so to this one right here. And once we've flown to the top of the 2, we're going to place 2 orange terracotta on top of here. So 1 and 2, just like so. Once you place 2 on top, we're then going to do an upright diagonal. And there we go. When it's upright diagonal, we're then going to place 1 on top, just like so. And then we're going to do 3 upright diagonals from here. So 1, 2, and 3. And there we go. From this third upright diagonal, we're then going to place 2 going to the right from here. So 1 and 2, just like so. Once you place 2 to the right, we're then going to do another upright diagonal from here. And there we go. Once you do this upright diagonal right here, we're then going to place 16 going to the right from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. And there you go. Once you've placed 16 going to the right from here, we're then going to do another upright diagonal, just like so. On this upright diagonal, we're then going to place 5 going to the right this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, just like so. Once you place 5 to the right, we're then going to do another upright diagonal. Then from this upright diagonal, we're going to place 1 to the right, just like so. And then we're going to do another upright diagonal from here. And there we go. From this upright diagonal, we're then going to place another 1 to the right, just like so. And then we're going to do 2 upright diagonals from here. So 1 and 2, just like so. From the second upright diagonal, we're then going to place 1 to the right, just like so. Then from this one you place to the right, we're then going to do 3 upright diagonals from here. So 1, 2, and 3. And there you go. On this third upright diagonal, we're then going to place 1 going to the right from here, just like so. And from this one you place to the right, we're then going to do 4 upright diagonals from here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there you go. Once you've done this 4 upright diagonals right there, as you can see, it should connect to the black concrete line going up here. And once you have done this, we're going to take our orange wool, and we're going to mark out orange wool all on top of the orange terracotta. So from the top, it's going to go all the way down, mark it on top. And there we go. So there's all the orange wool marked out right there. So once again, just the same as the other leg right here, we do have some end stone to mark out. And obviously we do go all the way up here as well. So there's still a lot more to mark out before we say orange wool is going all in the middle. But taking out all of our end stone, or not all of our end stone, just our one end stone. And once you have taken it out, we're going to be flying all the way kind of to the top, where we've got this kind of line sticking out over to the right here. So as you can see, we've got all this line going up to the right out here, and we're going to be flying to the very end of this line that comes out. So as you can see, there's 4 going along horizontally right here. We're going to be flying all the way to the end of this 4. Once you've flown all the way to the end of this 4 right here, so to the very 4th one going to the right, with our end stone, we're going to do 2 bottom right diagonals from the end of here. So 1 and 2, just like so. On that second bottom right diagonal, we're then going to do a bottom left diagonal from here. And there we go. We should be looking like that so far. On this bottom left diagonal, we're then going to place 3 going to the left from here. So 1, 2, and 3. And there we go. Once you place 3 going to the left, we're then going to do another bottom left diagonal from here. Just like so. And then from this bottom left diagonal, we're going to place 2 going to the left this time. So 1 and 2. And there we go. Should be looking like that right there. Once we've done this, we're then going to do another bottom left diagonal from here. Just like so. And from this bottom left diagonal, we're then going to place 1 to the left. Just like so. Once you place this 1 to the left, we're then going to do another bottom left diagonal from here. Just like so. And from this bottom left diagonal, we're going to place another 1 to the left. And there we go. Once we place this 1 to the left, we're then going to do 5 bottom left diagonals from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And from this 5th bottom left diagonal, we're then going to place 3 going underneath this time. So 1, 2, and 3. And there you go. Once we've placed 3 going underneath right here, we're then going to do another bottom left diagonal from here. Just like so. And from this bottom left diagonal right here, we're then going to place 8 going underneath from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Just like so. And there you go. Once you place 8 going underneath, we're then going to do another bottom left diagonal from here. Just like so. And from this bottom left diagonal, we're then going to place 1 underneath. And there we go. Once you place this 1 underneath, we're then going to do 4 bottom left diagonals from here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just like so. And from this 4th bottom left diagonal, we're then going to place 1 going to the left. And there you go. Once you place this 1 to the left right here, we're then going to do 7 bottom left diagonals from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then from the 7th bottom left diagonal, we're then going to place 3 going to the left this time. So 1, 2, and 3. And as you can see, that 3 placed to the left right there connects to the very bottom of this 3 black concrete that's going up right here. And once you've done this, we're going to zoom out. So once you've placed all of that end stone going down there, we're going to take our orange wool, and with our orange wool on the right hand side of the end stone, just going to mark it all out. So while we're marking us out, by the way, if anyone's wondering what that is over there, that's just another build, which is actually Bulbasaur, if anyone is wondering what's kind of sticking out there. Usually I change my render distance, so it was actually a bit lower, so you didn't see that stuff, but I kind of forgot to change it, but you can't really see it anyway, so there's no point of really changing it anyway. But there we go, we almost marked everything out, I believe. We're getting up to the top part. Yeah, there we go. And there we go. So there's already orange wool marked out there. So as I said, pretty much orange wool is going to go into most of the middle, but as there is still a lot more areas to mark going up top, as obviously it goes literally all the way into the face as well, which obviously is not going to be all orange wool. So without further ado, let's take our orange terracotta, and for the next area we're going to fly off to, we're actually going to fly back to this line going across to the right, where we started off with the end stone. And once again we're going to be starting off with the 4, but this time we're going to be starting off to the very first of the 4. So to this point right here, as you can see. So we're going off the first of the 4 right here. And once you have flown to the first of the 4 right here, we're just going to place 1 orange terracotta to the first of the 4 just on top, just like so. And there you go. Once you place that 1 orange terracotta on top, we're then going to do an up left diagonal, just like so. And from this up left diagonal, we're then going to place 9 going to the left from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And there you go. Once you place 9 to the left, we're then going to do an up left diagonal. And there you go. once you've done that up left diagonal right there, as you can see we're literally done as it connects to the black concrete right here. So taking out our orange wool, we're just going to mark orange wool on top of the orange terracotta. And we might as well connect it to that point right there as well, as it kind of looks pretty nice. So as you can see, orange terracotta is just going to go all underneath in that small section right there. Now once again, taking out orange terracotta, we're now just going to fly up a bit. So flying all the way up to this area, going out to the right here. As you can see, we're just kind of a long flight, but here we go. So we've got a bit of orange terracotta to mark out from this area sticking out to the right. And for the nicest area to go off, we're actually going to fly all the way kind of down to the bottom left side. So where we did the yellow concrete, as you can see from these 3 bottom right diagonals, once again we're going to be flying to that 3rd bottom right diagonal. So this bottom right diagonal right here, just this time we're going to be going off the right hand side, and with our orange terracotta, we're going to place one to the right of the 3rd bottom right diagonal, just like so. And there you go. Once you place one orange terracotta going to the right, we're then going to do an upright diagonal. And there we go. On this upright diagonal, we're then going to place 2 to the right. So 1 and 2, just like so. Once you place 2 to the right, we're then going to do another upright diagonal. And there you go. On this upright diagonal, we're then going to place 2 to the right. So 1 and 2, just like so. And then we're going to do another upright diagonal. And this time we're going to place 4 going to the right. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Just like so. Once you place 4 to the right, we're then going to do another upright diagonal. And then this time we're going to place 5 going to the right from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Just like so. Once you place 5 going to the right, we're then going to fly into the left by 1. So to this one right here. And we're going to place 1 orange terracotta on top. Just like so. Once you place that 1 on top, we're then going to do an up left diagonal from here. And there you go. On that up left diagonal, we're then going to place 1 to the left. Just like so. So then, once you place this 1 to the left right here, we're then going to do another up left diagonal from here. Just like so. From this up left diagonal, we're then going to place 1 going to the left. Just like so. And then once you place this 1 to the left, we're going to do 2 up left diagonals from here. So 1 and 2. And there you go. From the second up left diagonal, we're then going to place 1 to the left. Just like so. Once you place this 1 to the left, we're then going to do another 2 up left diagonals. So 1 and 2. And there you go. On the second up left diagonal, we're then going to place 2 going to the left from here. So 1 and 2. And there you go. As you can see, that 2 you place to the left right there should connect to the right of these 3 upright diagonals right here. And if it does, that means you've done everything correctly so far. So, taking out orange wool is just going to go all underneath the orange terracotta and all on the right hand side above right here as well. So as you can see, orange terracotta is basically going all inside up in these areas. So with our orange wool, just going to mark underneath right here. And then we're just going to mark on the right hand side as well, going up on the left. Just like this, as you can see. So there you go. Once again, as you can see, orange terracotta is basically just going to go all inside those areas that we've marked out right there. So then, before we move on to the next area, you can probably already tell that I've actually done a bit of marking up here. Because I've literally actually marked everything else for the body. But I'm just going to cut basically it in half for the video itself. Just because it is super long. And I don't want to really edit it and fill it in and do it all the way till like 1 o'clock at night like I did in the last one. So I'm just going to cut it in half right now. And essentially what we're going to do once you have done this area right here. So again, you haven't done all this area yet, but you'll do it in the next part when it's released. But this part right here, once you've done all of this, we're going to take our orange wool. And we're going to fly to the top line of orange wool that we've marked out right here on top of the orange terracotta. And we're just going to fly to the right of it. And with our orange wool, we're just going to go all the way to the right. Just place all the way to the right, just like so, until we hit the black concrete. And the reason why we're doing this is just so we can cap off the areas. Because I still want to fill these areas in. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to fill everything in up to this line. So just quickly before we move to the bottom, we're just going to thicken up this line by 2 more layers. So we're just going to place 2 more layers underneath. Just place 1 more. and then we're going to place a second one underneath as well. The reason why I'm thicken this up is just so you don't go over the line. It doesn't really matter too much, as orange ball pretty much goes mostly up here, as you can see anyway. But again, you haven't marked any of that out yet. That's why I'm just going to thicken up the line by 2, and why you should do it as well, just so you don't go over the line. Now, once you have thickened up that line by 3, we're now going to go to the bottom, so we can basically shade everything in. Now, obviously, I'm only going to shade in what we've done in today's video, essentially in today's part that is in the recording, so all of the arms and everything else won't be shown shaded in, which is for obvious reasons, but you will see all of that marked out. But without further ado, flying all the way down to the bottom, once again I'm going to give you 2 options. So if you want to pause the video right now and fill it in and see the end result for yourself, then you can go and do that. Or if you want a reference to make sure you don't go wrong, then you can pause the video right now. And there we go. So as you can see, we have filled in all the snow inside the claws right there. Once again, if you haven't filled in this area right now, make sure to go and pause the video and fill it in. If you already have, moving on to the next area. As you can see, we filled all orange terracotta to the right hand side underneath there and above in that little area right there. And orange wool has all been filled in the middle and in the left hand side. And end stone has been filled all in the left as well. So once again, if you haven't done those areas right there, make sure to pause the video and fill in those areas. If you already have, moving over to the next area, just going to move to the body first. It's a bit easier to move to here. As you can see, the yellow concrete's been filled all underneath and outside that area. And all the yellow concrete powder has been filled to the right of the snow and underneath the other yellow concrete up there. Also, all the snow's been filled in the left as well. Once again, if you haven't filled in that area yet, make sure to pause the video and fill in that area. If you already have, moving over down to the bottom right hand side. There we go. As you can see, all the snow has been filled in all the toes / claws right there. You can also see all the orange wool has been filled to the right as well. And all the orange terracotta has been filled above and to the right and kind of underneath. Just all inside that area at the bottom of the foot. Also, orange wool was all down up in the middle, up to the area that we capped it off at. And the end stone's all been filled to the left. You can also see the orange terracotta has been filled below in that area and kind of above that line right there. Once again, if you haven't completed these areas yet, make sure to pause the video and fill in these areas. If you already have, moving kind of up to the top part where you can see really mostly everything. As you can see, orange wool's gone all the way up to the line that we capped it off of. And as you can see, all the orange terracotta has been filled to the left inside those areas. Once again, for all the rest of those areas, for like all the instructions, you will see that in the next video. So we're just going to zoom out and see everything in frame. And pretty much there you go. You can see all Charizard already. Just going to get Blastoise in as well. As you can see, it's coming along pretty nicely already with the bottom half done. In the next part, we'll be just doing the rest of the outline, as you can see right there. So I'll show you obviously and have everything edited for the next time it's uploaded. And then there will be one more part after that, which will be the wings and tail in one part, as the other part's actually 40 minutes long as well. I've got to edit through. And then those 2 parts as well, which the tail and the wing is probably going to be another 40 minutes on top of that as well. So that's why those 2 parts will be separate. Without further ado, I will see you in the next one. If you have enjoyed this build so far, think it's looking awesome, feel free to go and hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And without further ado, peace out, enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.